Hello everyone, good afternoon. Okay, so yesterday when I was harvesting my electro plant, I noticed that actually there was more LE. I think there was a 600 plus versus the 547 I was supposed to get. So that was because of the weather. I think the weather actually buffed my plant. So I'm logging in now, as you can see. And let's see what's the weather in PVU today. So over here, you can see, click on this. It's snowy, so it will actually buff 100% to ice plants and 60% to water plants. Oh, great, because I have one water plant over here. So that means that today's LE production, so you know this plant produces 1068 over every 120 hours, so that's like 5 days. So about 200 plus per day. So this means that instead of 200 plus, I'll have 200 plus times 60%, which means about 300 plus today. Okay, so just for today, my water plant will be buffed 60%. Okay, so basically that's all you need to know. So essentially just double check what type of plant you have. Okay, you can also essentially go over to their Discord. So if you go to Plant vs Undead and go to their Discord and just take a look, let me show you where. Over to farm mode and let's scroll up. These are the pictures that we need to wait to load. Connection's a bit slow today. Okay, so you see basically metal, dark, light, water, ice, wind, electro, fire, parasite. These are the types of plants that you have, and for each of these weather elements, weather conditions, you get buffs in green or debuffs in red. Alright, so you notice that electro, basically there is no red, there is no debuff for electro. I believe the same goes for let's see, water has debuffs. The same goes for dark, I think. Alright, so dark has no debuffs at all positives. And the last one is parasite. Parasite also has no debuffs. Okay, so these are the three types. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about essentially is that, you know, if you know that if you keep track of the weather, there will be certain times where, for example, the weather is a debuff, right? So if you think that there has been a lot of buffs recently for your plant and there's a lot of debuffs pending, you could actually go to the shop and use a greenhouse. Basically, it costs 1 LE per day, and this will basically protect your plant from the weather for tomorrow. So every time the game resets at 0-100 hours UTC time, you can use the greenhouse for the next day, and that means that your plant won't have any buffs and you won't have any debuffs as well. So it's purely for protecting your LE. Okay, all right. So again, these debuffs and buffs basically will come into play when you are trying to buy a plant. So for example, if you go to the marketplace right now, there's a bug. So let's just do comments. Alright, and you can see there's a reason why light plants, parasite plants are cheap versus the other types of plants. Mainly, currently the price is going based on the LE per hour. But of course, when you are buying plants, take note that you might want to buy plants like, for example, electro has no debuffs. It generally has quite high LE per hour generation. Right? Fire is also a good choice when it comes to plants. Typically pretty high, a little bit higher in attack, but essentially the LE generation is quite good. Alright, so thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope if you like the content, please like, subscribe and share with your friends so that more of us can start playing this game and become farmers earning passive income. Bye everyone!